day, we're getting close to the end. Getting close. I gotta keep pushing it a little more. Leg day, though. So, yeah, you know what I was thinking? You know what I was fucking thinking about an hour ago? Got home from work, took my boots off, took a shower. I'm like, I feel kind of comfortable right now. So I sit down on the couch. I'm like, oh, yes. Should I didn't get a ton of sleep last night. Maybe I should take a rest day. Maybe if I just take a rest day, I'll hit legs tomorrow. It'll still be a good lift tomorrow. What the fuck, man? Those thoughts will invade your mind. Obviously, if I was legitimately exhausted or something for whatever reason, then maybe a rest day is warranted. But for the most part, if you like, let's say that exact situation, you get home from work or school or whatever the hell else you were doing, you kind of sit down and relax. Oh, I'm kind of tired. Maybe I'll just take a nap. No, don't do it. Do not do it. I've caught myself with that exact feeling hundreds of times. Well, maybe not thousands of times, but easily 500, 600 times. Well, you can imagine. Every so often, I'm like, okay, maybe I'll just take a rest day. Maybe I'll just skip the gym. I'll just chill, right? But that's not even not even for a legitimate reason. It's just like in that particular moment, I may just be feeling like a little tired, just a little. Got the heater on or something. You're just nice and warm. No, come on. You take your pre, get in the car. 20 minutes later, you're gonna be up. You're gonna be freaking awake, ready to go slam some legs. Hopefully, you guys aren't skipping legs. Jesus. So, just a little bit of insight into my mind. You know, I I get tired too, man. I get tired sometimes, right? But I know that I want some big ass legs, and you're not going to build any fucking muscle just by sitting at home doing nothing, right? Like, let's take it to the extreme. If you stay at home every day, you will build zero muscle. But if you go to the gym every day, then you will build muscle. For me, I'm not like a massive rest day fan. Like, I don't have one programmed. If you do, it's fine. I'm not telling you to not do that, right? But I'm just telling you what I'm doing. So, whatever. Legs, what do I have on the agenda? Hamstring curls, probably some RDLs. Actually, no, I'll do there's a cable machine here I like where I can do cable RDLs. I like those a lot. I'll do that today. And then once hamstrings are pumped up, all I got to do is slam quads, which that's going to end up being probably primarily leg extensions, some sort of pressing movement, likely not heavy. I'm chilling out on squats for a while. You know that already if you've been watching these. So yeah, probably gonna be leg extensions, machine leg press, some bodyweight sissy squats for sure, superset it in, and maybe some Smith machine sissy squats. I like those. But either way, I know I'm gonna finish off with a solid quad pump. If you watched the last leg day, I kind of, well, 2 leg days ago, so about a week, I tweaked my right quad a little because I was doing like it was like 250 on the single leg extension. Well, 250 pounds on leg extensions, but I was doing it with one leg, and I must have just got a little bit too much stretch. But it feels pretty good today, so as long as everything's in order, I'll throw some weight around. Nothing else to discuss. Let's just go fucking pump these tree trunks up. I was a little flustered. This machine had a do not use maintenance required sign on it. But, I feel like I've got a decent eye. It seems to be in working order to me. It might be a little bit more wobbly over here. So hopefully if there is a screw loose, it's not, you know, in such a way that it's gonna like stab me or something, fucked up. But I'm gonna change up the lift today. So instead of starting with really heavy double leg, I'll start with moderate weight single leg. It's still the same shit, it's just a different way to go about it. So let's get a few sets of that in. Oh my goodness. One thing that's nice about the single leg is you don't have to hold on so tight. Because instead of having to like counterbalance the whole stack, you know, it's less than half. Oh my goodness. Okay. Ooh. Hamstrings are, Jesus, man. They're fucking pumped. Let's do one more of these, and then let's jump to a new movement. I think cable RDLs, it'll depend if these guys are done with it yet. We'll see. We will see. Okay, so this actually, I'm not feeling this as much as I thought I would. Like obviously I did a feeler set, just like a couple reps, but I still set it up, so may as well do at least one. And who knows, maybe legit set it a little better. But it's just a different feeling. Like I don't mind like a barbell RDL, or even, dumbbells get a little funky. But like it's the same movement, all you're doing is, you know, bending over, hinging at your waist. Obviously try not to flex your butt, really just trying to work your hamstrings. But I don't know, for whatever reason, I like the cables more. So let's throw one around. All right. I gotta stand on the block because these cables are too high up. And it's a little fucking wobbly. Okay. Okay, I lied. That actually feels pretty fucking good. Nice. It's really hard to even describe how I'm flexing because it's not really a intuitive movement. Like when you do a bicep curl, you're looking right at your fucking bicep flex. Like you kind of understand how to do it. But with RDLs, I don't even, like almost try to imagine if you had a tail, tucking your tail in between your legs. Like just kind of a weird, not really clenching your butt. It's just an experience thing. Just do light RDLs and just try to feel something activate. Oh my God. Holy fuck. Ooh. Yeah, these will be incorporated much more in the future. I love that. Some gyms have a machine that's literally just this whole setup, but This works well enough. Oh, holy fuck. Okay, you know what? One more of those. That'll be good. Oh, oh, fuck. Okay. So, you could definitely perform those very wrong, right? Like when I was doing those, I didn't feel my butt flex at all. Like I wasn't working my lower back at all. The only thing that was flexing was my fucking hamstrings. And I definitely could not do that like the first time I ever tried RDLs. You know, that just sort of comes with time. And plus, you know, if you end up lifting a ton, like 6 days a week for months, you just kind of gotta get better at like flexing, you know, any particular muscle. Right? It's just like a weird, I don't know if I'd call it a tick, but just a trick of the trade, if you will. So let's move on to quads. Okay, so there's 3 of these, let's call them studios. There's the middle cycling one, and there's 2 open ones. I would have preferred to use the one across that wall, but there is what I presume to be a Zumba class going on. And then the other one is a kids karate class. So this one has the worst lighting. So fuck me, I guess. But yeah, so I didn't feel like recording quads because I didn't do any like up here, like pressing or like squatting movements, just kind of are not agreeing with it right now. So all I did was sit in the leg extensions for like, I don't know, 25, 30 minutes, spamming, you know, moderate weight, single leg, just heavy enough where I didn't, or heavy enough, well, let's say this, light enough where I didn't feel myself kind of, you know, tweaking that little area up in the right quad. But even with that, you know, simplified quad lift, you know, without even any crazy heavy weight, I'm still fucking pumped. Ugh. So let's see if we can get a gauge of that. These shorts are a little bit too long. There we go. That feels better. Let's see. Kinda. The lighting makes the pump sometimes. Oh. Oh. And when your quads get pumped, I mean, you lose a lot of definition. Right? There's just so much fucking blood. It's like overinflating a balloon. Like if you take a balloon that's shaped to be like an animal or something or like a square, but you just overinflate it, it's just gonna end up round. Same with your fucking quads. Oh, but all right, whether or not you can fucking really see an impressive pump, they are swollen. Like just sitting here without even flexing, they're pretty fucking tense. So, I mean, I don't really mind doing an only leg extension based quad lift, right? I've done that for decent periods of time. Like, especially when I'm dieting, because I usually kind of chill out on the heavy pressing movements just because they're so taxing. Uh, Whatever. Main point, leg extensions are sick. So I'm going to go back up, do some calves. Actually, wait, no, I was going to say those cable RDLs. Oh my God, I love them. Fucking love them. Because when I do them with a bar, for one thing, the bar kind of like limits your range of motion for your arms. Because let's say you're doing RDLs with a bar, your hands can only be right in front of your shins, right? Whereas with the cables, you can move them all over the place. You can kind of pass your knees. I don't know, just that extra flexibility, plus just the feeling of the cables. Hamstrings are fucking burning. And like, I'll even reiterate it now. RDLs are tricky. RDLs are fucking tricky. So I don't blame you for not doing them. I didn't do them forever.
but it's worth learning. Like sometimes what I think of as a cue is I stand with my legs like feet together, right? Bend over, bend over. And as I start to pull the weight up, I almost imagine pulling my knees towards each other, just as a little bit of a fucking, I don't know. That just helped me learn how to do it. But a lot of this shit you kind of just have to figure out on your own, with supplemental information from like videos and shit. But, you know, you'd never be able to explain the feeling of doing a rep or squeezing your chest on a pec deck, right? Like no explanation will be better than just having a person do it and feel it for themselves. So, nothing else to talk about. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay, let's break it down. Let's break down the lift. Hamstrings was, there we go, perfect. Really fucking good burn on those single leg sets. Super good squeeze on those cable RDLs. And that's all I did. Pretty fucking simple. Quads, ideally I would have had a kind of a heavy movement in the beginning, but I'm currently inhibited, as it were. Right quad a little too fucked up. I went too heavy on single leg extensions because I was really feeling them. In the I said that at the beginning, 2 leg day videos ago, and just a little pull, just a little tweak. Nothing bad, but it's just a little annoying. But rather than just skip quads altogether, I still want some fucking quad activation. So I just sat on the leg extension and spammed out my 11 sets. I did a few double leg. I did most single leg. I did some sets where I really paused at the top for a moment. I did some where I went halfway up, stop, then go all the way to the top. Just, at the end of the day, leg extensions, you can do them a couple ways, but all you're doing is taking your leg from bent to straight and trying to squeeze your quad. Tricep being the quad of the arm, you get what I'm saying? So, hamstring workout, A plus. Quad workout, given the circumstances, and reviewing the pump at the end, it's up there. It's freaking up there. I definitely got a little bit of stimulus. Not as much as I would have liked, but there's no point hurting myself any further, right? For the probably 300th time, the last thing you want to do if you have a nagging injury or just say just some kind of tweak somewhere where it's not like seriously bad, but it's enough where it's kind of fucking with you. The last thing you want to do is just keep fucking hurting it every week or every lift, right? If your shoulder, uh, so let's think about this. I've had sets where I go in to do chest, feeling strong, and I flare my elbows out too much on incline barbell, or for whatever reason I just had a funky rep, and I literally feel my fucking rotator cuff crunch as I finish that rep, or as I finish the last rep. Obviously I stop once that happens. Right. I got two options, basically. I could go to the gym the next day and do chest movements. Oh, not the next chest day, and do chest movements where I don't feel my rotator cuff hurting. Like maybe I just do mainly cable presses or pec deck, or maybe I just can't do free weights and I can stick to like a hammer strength press, and that doesn't bother my shoulder, right? If I limit myself to just movements that don't bother it, and then maybe I focus on a little bit more rotator work, like honestly, my go-to if I ever fuck up my shoulders is I just lightweight on the cable, about shoulder height with a normal D handle, and just do this. I swear to God, this is like, I just always fucking fixes my shoulders. But whatever, right? I could do a little bit of PT like that extra, and then do movements that don't hurt my shoulder, And then, after a couple of weeks, try bench again. I'm like, all right, that feels pretty good. Perfect. Right? That sounds pretty good to me. Or you could be a fool and keep benching, keep doing crunchy ass reps, destroy your cartilage, and, for the next 3 years, think to yourself, man, I fucking can't bench as heavy as I used to. I fucked my shoulder up. I fucked my shoulder up, man. It's rotator cuff's blown up. Right? Which, let's just say you were in that scenario. Which one do you want? Which guy do you want to be? Right? Do you want to be the guy who's constantly complaining about his shoulders hurting and how he can't, later down the line, he's going to be the guy going, hey, yeah, I used to bench that in high school. I used to bench 315 in high school. Or do you want to be the guy who's fucking, taking his health into account, not fucking re-injuring himself every lift, and then in the long run actually making progress? When you put it like that, seems pretty fucking simple to me. So, chest day tomorrow. I don't know where I'm going to go. I've kind of been on a YMCA kick the last few lifts. I've just been going to that same gym. I've been circulating. So my family's got the membership there, so I don't have to pay for that one. But I've got a Planet Fitness membership and another one at a Metro Fitness, which is more of like a kind of hardcore gym. And it just depends on what I'm feeling. Like they all have different equipment, a little. So I some days I want to make the 30-minute drive over to Metro so I can use their incline hammer strength press, which this gym does not have. And I like. Super good squeeze, load up a lot of weight. It's a sick machine. But other days, maybe I'm a bit busy. I can't make that fucking drive. So just go to the Y and, incline bench, cables, pec deck. Perfect. Or let's say maybe I fucking, like, this gym closes at 8 and the other one closes at 11. Let's say for whatever reason I was a complete idiot and well, not a complete idiot, but let's just say I was irresponsible with my time and it gets to be like 10 o'clock and I haven't lifted yet, then 24-hour Planet Fitness, just go over there and they got cables, they got dumbbells, they got a variety of machines. Apart from, the fee, just the, let's just call it the reputation that it's kind of gained. I don't mind a Planet Fitness lift one bit, right? But it just depends. Like an arm day for me at Planet Fitness is perfect. They've got bicep machines that are like smooth cables, dumbbells up to 75s, right? I can get a sick arm pump there. Same with back. And right now, since I'm not squatting, legs is perfect there too. Just because all I'm doing is mainly leg curls and leg extensions. And then maybe a few other light variations. So, if you've got access to different gyms, then it's not the worst move you could make. But ideally, your gym's just fully equipped and it's fucking sick. It's got everything you want. It's got everything you freaking want. So, yeah, legs pumped. Oh yeah, so I'm out of dextrose. I forgot to order more. Was that workout worthless? Not exactly. Not exactly. But yeah, I mean, ideally, I would have had a dextrose shake in the car. Got some simple sugars into the system as soon as possible, right in the anabolic window. Whether or not, I mean, I don't know if it's that crazy important, right? I don't know. It's not like if you don't eat food or eat simple carbs right after you're done lifting, that you're not going to make gains. But it does make sense that you'd want to, fuel up right after you do a hard workout. If your car is out of gas, you don't want to leave it on empty. You want to fill that shit up. But that's a little bit of bro science talking, but I think it makes sense. I think it makes some solid sense. So, food, vitamins, um, those are the fucking main goals right now when I get home. Maybe play some Warzone or something. Fucking doesn't matter what you do outside the gym as long as you can hit your lift. And then cardio in the morning. I'll record it this time just to keep you guys accountable. So I will see you then.